When we took over at the City Ground, our objective was to get Nottingham Forest back to the glory days of the late 1970s. Mission accomplished. After a dramatic Europa League final victory over Inter Milan in Season 3, Nottingham Forest picked up their first European honour since 1980, and we weren't done there. The following season, we won a magic treble, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and of course, the third European Cup in Nottingham Forest history. The Champions League won after a demolition job over Inter Milan by 4-0. 4 major honours in 2 years, a magic treble. And after building an incredible team at the City Ground in 4 seasons, what more was there left to do? Our job was done, our mission was accomplished. I was more than satisfied with the way we ended things. And I said to the board it was time for me to go. My job done, I sail off into the sunset. It's time for a new challenge. Bayern Munich had an absolutely disastrous season last year. 10 points behind Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga as they finished third. An embarrassing knockout to second tier Arminia Bielefeld in the third round of the DFB Pokal. And exiting the Champions League in the group stage and being knocked out by fellow German side Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals, a season without silverware, a team in tatters, an ageing side showing no signs of improvement, and quite frankly, a bit of a mess at the Allianz Arena. The Julien Nagelsmann project was cut short. Bayern Munich were looking for a new manager for the following season to bring them back to the glory days. Those 10 in a row league titles now seem like a distant memory, with a squad all over the place. And as they're looking to restore silverware back in the cabinet, Nagelsmann's last piece of business was to sign Florian Wirtz. And Bayern Munich said, do you want to take him and us back to the top of German football? Simply put, I couldn't say no. My first ever time managing Bayern Munich, and I literally cannot wait. What is going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. It is episode number 60, and yes, today a brand new season begins. We have moved teams for the first time in the save, and I'm heading to Germany. I'm heading to Munich, and for the first time ever, man, am I excited for this. I'm managing Bayern Munich. Yep, never done it before in over 10 years of being on YouTube, doing career mode videos. I've managed so many different teams, many European giants. Never before have I managed Bayern Munich, and I just thought, you know what, the timing is absolutely perfect. I kept a close eye on them last season, going through the other leagues, seeing they were struggling in the Bundesliga. For a while, they were actually outside of the top 4, but managed to get back in it right towards the end. But an early knockout in the Champions League group stage, obviously, I didn't know how they got on in the cup, but when I moved to Bayern and saw they were knocked out in the third round, I thought, oh man, this is literally absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is an aging Bayern Munich team. A lot of their stars have gone. You might be thinking, where's Musiala? Where's Upamecano? And so on and so forth. They've gone. They have gone. They have cleared off. They have left the sinking ship. That is Bayern Munich. Thomas Müller is now 36 years old. He'll be staying for one more year to help me settle in. Manuel Neuer is now 40 and third choice goalkeeper. Yes, they've brought in Florian Wirtz. Thank you for that, Julian. His last piece of business is to give me what would have been my number 1 transfer target for the summer, but this is a team in absolute tatters. For the new season, our objectives are to win a domestic double, get silverware back at the Allianz Arena, and reach the final of the Champions League. But you'll see, so many players have their deals up come the end of the year. Yeah, this Bayern Munich team is in a bit of a mess, and I absolutely love it. The timing was perfect, man, and it literally was the best opportunity for me I think I'll probably ever have to manage Bayern Munich. 10 in a row in the Bundesliga. What a distant memory that now looks like. So with several players that deals coming to the end of the year, I did go out 4 contracts. Arian B, Tell, Joshua Kimmich, of course, and also Matthias de Ligt as well. Don't ask me what happened here, by the way. Yes, very strange bug. But even so, 4 players get new deals, but the rest are going to go. Yeah, this Bayern Munich team is an absolute mess. There is no identity with this team. There are several players that are 30 or older. It's just a really weird squad. Like, there's no identity to it. I don't know what team they're trying to build here, but it's just really, really strange. So, loads of players on the transfer list. We are going to cull this side, clear out Deadwood, rebuild this team, restore an identity, and hopefully bring the silverware back to the Allianz Arena. Yup, in our first season with Bayern, right from the get-go, it's a rebuild. It is a rebuild here at Bayern. There are a couple of decent youngsters that I quite like the look of, to be fair, including that English right-back, Walton, 19 years old, looks pretty decent. But yeah, for the most part, this is a bizarre Bayern Munich squad. This is absolutely bizarre, and no doubt about it, it's got to be rebuilt. If we want to restore the silverware in the cabinet here at Bayern Munich, we've got to rebuild this side, man, because it is all over the place, and I've got no idea what identity they are trying to form. So, yep, straight away I got to work here. We turned down a couple of bids here for Sanchez and that right-back Walton as well, though I did accept this bid for Mario Hermoso, 31 years old from Frankfurt. I'm okay letting him go. And also Dwight McNeil as well, wanted by Inter Milan. Yep, last year's Champions League finalists, runner-up to, of course, our Nottingham Forest team last season. I'm okay letting McNeil go in to match our counter offer of £35 million. So really no one is safe in this Bayern Munich team. I would say 4 players are safe in this Bayern side. Florian Wirtz, who of course we've just signed, so we're not going to sell him. Joshua Kimmich and De Ligt, who I've just given contracts to. And also Alphonso Davies at left back. Everyone else can go. Like, literally everyone else can go. And that includes David Alaba back at Bayern Munich for another stint. That includes Kingsley Coman. That includes Hlozek up top, the Czech Republic forward. Nobody is safe in this Bayern Munich team. This side needs a rebuild. It needs gutting. It needs clearing out. So several players are going to go. Hermoso goes to Frankfurt. McNeil goes to the San Siro. We accept this bid for Kamari from Rangers and negotiate a new bid for this French centre-half, Luis. He's 77 rated at 21 years old. I would have been fine keeping him, but I checked his development plan. He's already done growing at 21. So 77 rated, not a bad score centre-half. I'm fine letting him go. You'll see here, this is a bid for Florian Wirtz. Of course, turned down for the realism. Literally just signed, so why would he go like 3 weeks into the window? But also Arizo from Granada, now at Bayern Munich. You'll remember him from our La Liga career mode last year. He is also going to go. We accepted a 18.3 mil counter offer from Real Betis. He is off to Spain once again. So yep, the clear out continues here at the Allianz Arena. And before I decided to make signings, I wanted to sell a few of our squad players. Yes, of course, we started off with a 150 million budget. That's not bad, but this Bayern team needs to get its identity. And before we think about bringing players in, we got to get players out the door. We got to start selling some of these players and saying to everyone here that you're not safe. Like, you are not safe in this team. We are going for a complete rebuild and a hard rebuild here at the Allianz Arena. So Kamari goes to Rangers. You'll see that Alaba's deal fell through. He turned down Ajax, but Luis does go to Frankfurt. So 2 of our players going to Eintracht Frankfurt already. First Hermoso and now Luis as well. Arizo does go to Real Betis too, so he is back in Spain. And we had 2 interesting bids here. Luton Town wanting Johannes Schenk, totally fine with that. The fringe goalkeeper can definitely go, 4th choice here, but now, I wasn't planning to sell him, but I did say no one was safe. So if the right bids come in, I was okay letting them go. This is one of those players I wasn't planning to sell, but I'm alright parting ways with for the right offer. I mean, Guiri, really talented young French striker. in his prime right now, 26 years old, 86 rated. But Mikel Arteta was looking for a replacement for Gabriel Jesus. I said, you got Jonathan Burkhart, you give him to us as our new backup striker, you can take him for a cheap fee. They said no, they didn't want to part ways with the Germans, so I said, fair enough, Mikel, if you don't want to do that, then you got to give me a lot of cash for Gouiri. £85 million met for the French forward. I possibly could have got a little bit more, but do you know what? I don't mind too much. 85 mil, adding to what we've already got, we'll be able to sign a decent replacement as we accept this bid here for Jamie Lawrence. Gouiri gone to the Emirates Stadium for £85 million. Like I said, no plans to sell him, but no one was safe when I arrived. A hard rebuild required. Gouiri doesn't want to stay for the project. He saw the bright light to the Emirates and decides to leave as the replacement for Gabriel Jesus. £85 million raised. Schenk goes to Luton. And to start the season off, look at this for a clear out already. 3 weeks into the transfer window, no signings yet, but 7 sales, and our budget now up to £317 million. Yep, the rebuild has begun, and in the next episode, we are going shopping. But that will end today's episode of Career, guys. Massive thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed the season opener. If you had, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And guys, don't miss the next episode. It's literally like 16 minutes of pure transfers as we rebuild this Bayern side. It's going to be class. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you in the next episode with Bayern Munich very soon.